start child's pose. Let's open those hips up nice and wide. And we're gonna sink back down over the ankles and reach the arms forward. We're just gonna take a couple deep breaths here. Start to melt down into the floor. Gonna try to release all of our shoulder muscles. Allow the belly to open. Allow the hips to rest. Doing as little work as possible. Starting to draw the breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, spine. Imagining our vertebrae filling up with air, with space. If it feels good, we can rock slightly side to side, getting into those hip creases. Starting to take our attention and our awareness inside, within the confines of our mat space. Focusing inward for a full 45 minutes, just for ourselves. While we're here, with our eyes closed, let's bring something to our minds that we'd like to focus our energy on today. Maybe it's something we'd like to release, or something we'd like to shift in our lives. And we'll take a deep inhale, bringing that thought into our brain, into our cellular body. And exhale all the way out through the mouth. As we take one more deep breath, really gonna lock into that intention. And on the exhale, let's slowly rise ourselves up to all fours. Nice and slow, starting to feel the connection onto the floor. The hands and the feet, toes spread wide. And we're gonna inhale, dropping the belly, looking up to the sky. And exhale, bring that belly up to the spine and curl, dropping the chin. And we'll go at our own pace, doing a few cat-cow. Really getting into the rib cage. Each separate rib is opening. You can feel the belly muscles start to open and expand. Get some blood flowing to the spine and attaching it all to our breath. Good. When we're ready, let's come back to neutral. We're going to look side to side. Inhale over, looking behind us. And exhale to the other side, opening the ribs. Going at our own pace. Using our eyes to help us, looking all the way as far as they can. Stretching those eye muscles out too. When we're ready, coming back to neutral, we're really going to spread those fingers wide And we're going to lean forward on the inhale, past our hands, so going into the upper arms, and exhale all the way back to the hips. And we're going to rock forward and back, feeling the strength and connection between the hands and the tops of the toes. As we come up, we're going to lengthen the spine, sending the crown of the head forward and sending the hips back. Good. Let's do one more of these. And when we're ready, coming back up, we're going to tuck the toes under, roll back into our frog position. See if we can get to the balls of the feet and start to wake up the ankles. We can rock forward and back just a little bit. Start to feel those calves awakening. If you'd like a challenge, you can try to go all the way back to the heels and back up. Only what we feel like doing today, respecting our body's limitations. Good. When we're ready, straightening those knees, we're going to place the heels down and find a forward fold. Sending our hips up and away, letting our head drop down. Connecting to our breath once more. Nice deep inhale, even though we're folded. And exhale, lower even further. When we're ready, let's slowly inhale our way up. We're going to stack the spine, nice and slow, allowing the head to come up last. Finding our mountain pose. Good. Nice and tall, very active here. Pressing into those feet and rotating them slightly outward to engage the legs. From here, let's inhale, soften the knees, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift to flat back. And exhale down. Let's walk those hands out to high plank. Slowly lower down to the belly. Inhale, upward dog, pressing into the tops of the toes. And exhale, tuck under. Send those hips back to downward dog. Good. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Feeling ourselves in an upside down position in a new perspective. If it feels good, let's walk those legs out. And on our next inhale, let's look up to the hands. We're going to walk our feet there and find a forward fold. Spreading those toes nice and wide. Good. Every exhale going a little bit further, releasing the head. Beautiful. On the inhale, slowly bring our arms up overhead. Reaching from the center, opening the rib cage. We can do a small back bend here if that feels good. And exhale to heart center. Pressing the palms together, engaging those shoulders. Lifting the crown up and away. On the next inhale, we're going to send our arms up and away, send our hips back, and find a chair pose. Going as far back as we can, keeping the spine straight. Inhale, we're going to reach, straighten the legs, and exhale, swan diving forward into our forward fold. Inhale, lift to flat back, and exhale down, planting the hands, jumping or stepping back to high plank, floating down to the belly. Inhale, pressing to upward dog, opening the sternum, opening the belly. And exhale, tuck those toes, find our downward dog. And maybe switching up our feet, allowing for a different position, breaking some habits. And allowing ourselves to move as we see fit. Finding the position, but also finding our own unique expression of the pose. On the next inhale, looking up to the hands, let's walk our feet there and find forward fold. If it feels good, we can grab our elbows, let our arms hang nice and heavy. On the next inhale, softening the knees, we're going to sweep the arms up overhead. Energetic fingers reaching, and exhale to heart center. Very strong here. Gripping the feet into the floor, engaging the shoulders. Breathing deep, sending some energy to our intention, to our mantra. Connecting with our body. On the next inhale, let's sweep the arms up, bend the knees, send the hips back, and find our chair pose. Still imagining that we're lifting from the center. Keeping those legs where they are, we're going to take our left arm, drop it down, and rotate the right arm up. So we have a chair twist. Breathing into the back body, opening those shoulder blades. And on the exhale, we're gonna switch sides, bring the right arm down, left arm up. Very good. Breathing our way through the position. And on our next exhale, let's bring both arms down, straighten the knees, and find our forward fold. Good. Inhale, lift to flat back, straightening that spine. And exhale down, finding our high plank. Stepping back, floating to the belly. Inhale, upward dog, pressing into the feet. And exhale to downward dog. Beautiful. Taking our time here, finding some comfort in our downward dog. If we can, we're going to walk our feet just a tiny bit forward so that they're closer. Still in downward dog. We're going to inhale, take the right arm underneath the left side. See if we can grab the left leg. Finding a nice twist in our spine, opening up the shoulders. For a greater challenge, you can find a lower place to hold on the leg, where you can take it easy and go behind the knee. Good. On your next exhale, unwind. Let's plant the right arm down, and we're going to do the other side. Inhale, lace the left side under, and grab the leg, finding a twist. See if we can soften our head and neck and our shoulders. Good. When we're ready, go ahead and unwind, finding our downward dog. One deep breath here. When we're ready, let's look up to the hands, walk our feet there, find a forward fold. Inhale, lift to flat back, and exhale down. Inhale, bend those knees a little bit, sweep the arms up overhead, reaching, and exhale to heart center. Finding our strong, stable mountain pose. Beautiful. Reconnecting with our breath, taking note of any changes in the body, anything we observe. Now on our next inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up. As we do so, we're going to lift the left knee as high as we can, finding our balance. If you'd like, we can either point the toe or flex. Either way is good. And see if we can lift out and away from that right leg. Beautiful. From here, let's take the left leg back. We're going to open it slightly to the side, and we're going to place it in our warrior one. Beautiful. We can adjust our length of our legs as needed. If you want to bend a little bit more, you can make it wider. Good. Still reaching with energy, opening up the rib cage. We're gonna open wide into warrior two. Opening up the collarbones, lifting the palms upwards. And we can look over that right arm. Beautiful. Let's soften that left arm down to the leg, right arm overhead for reverse warrior. And on our exhale, let's pass through center once more and drop the right arm down, left arm overhead. Good. Really reaching, stretching, opening the ribs. Finding our breath. When we're ready, slowly opening back to warrior two. We're gonna straighten that right leg, shake them out if we need to. And on the exhale, we're gonna reach out and over, trying to find the floor if we can, finding our triangle pose. Finding a twist, rotating our chest up to the sky. On the next exhale, let's bring that left arm down to the mat. This time we're gonna plant that left hand down, keeping our legs where they are, and we're gonna lift the right arm up, finding a twist. Good, wringing out the back. Squeezing out those organs from the outside in. Good. On the exhale, let's bring those arms down. We're gonna bend that right knee and slowly start to raise our torso. Raise that back leg up, and we're gonna find our half moon. Now we can do whatever we need to do with the arms. We can bring them forward, we can bring them out. It's up to you, you can play with it today. Good, one more deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly we're gonna drop those legs, shake it out. And we're gonna meet back to the top of the mat, big toes together. And we'll find our way to mountain pose at heart center for a moment. Checking in with our heartbeat, with our breath. On the inhale, sweeping the arms up, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lifting to flat back, straightening the spine, and exhale down, planting the hands, stepping back into high plank, lowering down to the belly. Inhale to upward dog. And exhale, tucking the toes, pressing back to downward dog. Walking those legs out. If we need a small rest, we can go to child's pose. See if we can send that tailbone even higher. On the inhale, looking up to the hands, walking our feet there, finding a forward fold. On the inhale, we're gonna sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale to heart center. Beautiful. When we're ready, really straightening through the legs on the inhale, raising the arms, and also raising that right knee, finding a balance. You can point the toe or flex, and lifting from the foot out of the hips. Beautiful. Squeezing those glutes, finding even more of a straightening. And on the exhale, we're gonna bring that leg all the way back, turning it out slightly, bending the left knee, finding a warrior one. Good. Noticing any changes between the two sides. Usually we're not symmetrical. Our body is certainly not on the inside with all of its organs. Good. On the exhale, let's open wide to warrior two. Opening those collarbones, lifting the palms up, and looking over that left side. Ready, dropping the right arm down, left arm overhead for reverse warrior, opening up that left side. On the exhale, passing through center, dropping the left arm down, right arm overhead. Feeling that line of energy from the fingers to the toes, connecting the whole torso from the legs. Exhale, coming back up through to center. We're going to straighten the left leg, shake them out if we need to. And when we're ready, reaching out and over, finding our triangle pose, seeing if we can keep straight legs, rotating the chest up to the sky as much as we can, finding that twist. Exhale, let's bring that right arm down, planting the hands, keeping our legs where they are. We're going to lift the left arm up, finding a twist. Breathing into that spine, bringing out the organs as much as we can. Breathing deep into the belly, even though we're twisted. On your next exhale, bringing those arms down. We're going to bend that left knee slightly and find our way up to our half moon, lifting the back leg, placing our arms wherever we'd like to today, reaching from that back toe out through the fingers. Good, one more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly lowering down. We're gonna shake those legs out and find our way back to the top of our mat. Bringing our big toes together, spreading the toes wide. And inhale, sweeping the arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift to flat back. And exhale down. We're gonna find our way all the way to high plank, through to the belly. Inhale, upward dog. Pressing forward into the center. And exhale back to downward dog. Good. Taking a few moments here, checking in with our body. Finding any position that feels good for us today. Ready on the exhale, let's drop to the knees, bringing them out wide, and we're going to find our way to child's pose, connecting our bellies to our legs or to the mat if we can, reaching out in front, taking a moment of silence for ourselves, connecting in with our mantra. We're slowly going to come back to all fours. From here, we're going to bring that right leg underneath, find our pigeon pose, so we can rotate inward, letting that left leg lengthen behind us. We're going to stand up nice and tall. First, see if we can square those hips up to the floor. Breathing into our hip sockets, we're going to slowly lower our way down. Getting nice and comfortable. If we'd like a little modification to this, we're going to twist it out. So we're going to take the left arm, lace it under the right side so that we land on our shoulder. And then we can take the right arm and sweep it around. See if we can grab the big toe on the other leg. Now this is a lot of modification, so we can stay in the beginning stage. We can do any number of these things, whatever feels good for us. Taking one more deep breath in. On the exhale, let's slowly unwind from wherever we are. We're going to press our way up. Tuck that back toe under. We're going to carefully step back to downward dog. We can walk the legs out, get a little blood flow. next inhale, let's do the other side. We're gonna bring that left leg through and under, finding our pigeon pose. Being careful that our left leg is taken care of, letting that right leg fall nice and long, pressing our spine upwards first. Then on the exhale, we're slowly gonna lower our way down, sinking into those hips. We're welcome to stay here. If we need a little bit more, we can rotate, lace the right arm under the left, find our elbows, find our shoulder blade. And we can sweep the left arm around, grab that big toe. Deep breath in. On the exhale, let's unwind ourselves, taking our time, sitting back up. And from here, we're just gonna bend both knees and bring our legs forward. And we're gonna take them long on our mats, flexing our toes back towards our face. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, straightening that spine, lifting the crown. And on the inhale, we're gonna raise the arms up. And exhale, folding forward. We can curl the spine here. Making sure our legs stay engaged. Sending the hip bone back. Ready? Let's slowly come back up to seated. Bringing our hands behind us, we're going to roll the shoulders back, engage them. And we're going to point those toes, and on the inhale, lifting the pelvis upwards if we can, finding a nice little back bend. Really pressing into the palms, using our heels to help us. And slowly we can lower back down. Very nice. Let's bring our knees up. We're gonna just hold them for a second. Rocking side to side. And keeping those knees up, we're gonna roll onto our backs. Nice and slow. Allowing gravity to soften our muscles with us. Widening those shoulders. Starting to cool down from the practice. Noticing any sensations in the body. Being an active listener to what it has to say. Let's take our knees into our chest, and we're going to circle them nice and wide, outside in. Big circles to release those hip joints. ready, we're going to reach to our big toes, grab onto them, and find our happy baby. We can roll side to side, massaging that low back. And doing any last bits of movement we need to do to help us feel complete with our practice today. And when we're ready, let's slowly find our way to Shavasana, our final position. Letting the legs fall flat, lengthening our hands. We can keep them to our sides, we can keep them over our heads. We can even keep them on the belly to connect with our center. We'll take a few moments here to enjoy the silence and to listen to our bodies. Some life back to our bodies, wiggling our fingers and toes, giving ourselves a little shimmy, vibrating back to life, back to the present. Taking our time, we're going to roll onto the right side. Letting our renewed energy emanate through the body. Letting our practice be an arena where we can experience and manifest and make changes that we'd like to make. All by remaining aware of ourselves. Let's slowly come back up to seated. Taking a few more moments to ourselves. Thank you all so much for sharing the space with me today. So much gratitude for each and every one of you. Namaste.